Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And before I begin today's video reaction, it is a quick in memoriam in honor of Sidney Poitier, who passed away today at the grand old age of 94. So the man certainly had some innings. And he also left behind a great legacy of movies. Now, when you think of the name Sidney Poitier, people think about things like To Sir with Love, In the Heat of the Night, The Defiant Ones with Tony Curtis. My three personal favorites would be Sneakers from 1988 with Robert Redford, Dan Aykroyd, Mary McDonnell, and the late great River Phoenix. Before that, Deadly Pursuit with Tom Berenger, Clancy Brown, and Kirstie Alley in her prime. That's all I'm saying. And at the very top, 1957, On the Edge of the City, it is Sidney Poitier with John Cassavetes. Really good black and white movie. If you've never seen it, do check it out. It is awesome. So RIP Sidney Poitier. And let us now get on with season 3. It's a season 3 teaser for The Boys on Amazon. This is going to be interesting.
Never got the point of these. To me, they always look like Grandad's bollocks flopping in the wind.
Oh God, that PR agent. Homelander, this man has some serious issues. Oh boy. Okay, so we've got a date, June the 3rd. I'm looking forward to that.
Hey there, I'm the Deep. While I'm privileged to be one of the world's greatest superheroes, I'm even more privileged today to announce my new title as Chief Sustainability Associate at Liquid Death Mountain Water. Scientists and most of the dolphins I've talked to say that by 2050, plastic pollution will outweigh fish life pound for pound in our oceans. And that's why Liquid Death is pure mountain water. It comes in aluminum cans because they're infinitely recyclable. 10% of all profits go to help ocean plastic cleanup. That's pretty cool.
Nothing says it like child slave labor.
To plastic.
That's probably not a good idea. Oh my God.
It's refreshing to do good, so please, keep our oceans beautiful.
Yeah, there's a YouTuber that I follow actually, and he doesn't get metal straws anymore because he says that the turtles are too stupid to eat the things that are thrown into the ocean by us despicable humans, which made me laugh. Obviously, this Chief Sustainability title is to do with that weird mecha cult that he's with. It's kind of like a riff on Scientology. That's how I picked that up, and that was in the last season of The Boys. Now, I've got a little bit of concern about season 3 going forward. So yes, it drops in June, which I cannot wait. But Eric Kripke, the showrunner, now this is the guy, if you're wondering who Eric Kripke is, he was the showrunner for Supernatural for its first 5 seasons only, before he handed over the reins to Sarah Gamble, who is one of the best writers on that show. But there's a rumor, I think, that where they talk about the meditation of men in the 3rd season. Now, this could be like Cobra Kai, where they address the narrative in today's entertainment, but then they summarily dismiss it in one fell swoop. So that could happen, or they could devote an episode where it completely takes the piss out of the woke narrative. I hope that's the direction they go in, because if they don't, it's going to look bad for the show. And I'm pretty sure people like Carl Urban and Anthony Starr, who I'll talk about in a minute, have no time for that nonsense. It's called The Boys. It's written in a certain way by Garth Ennis, and that's all I expect. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm definitely going to binge watch the first 2 seasons again. People said the 2nd season kind of moved slowly. I thought it was really, really good. It actually developed a lot more of the characters that we saw in the 1st season, so I've got no problem with that at all. Obviously, Jensen Ackles is coming into this season as Soldier Boy, so that's going to be really, really interesting. And you know, Anthony Starr, now, if you've ever seen the show Banshee, that show is balls to the wall bonkers. It absolutely is. Well, it's from the mastermind of Alan Ball. Now, if you know his name, he was the dude responsible for True Blood on HBO. But the reason why I bring up Anthony's name, because if you've seen Banshee, where he plays Sheriff Lucas Hood, the man is really good at doing the American accent because he's a Kiwi, just like Carl Urban is, and he's really good at just throwing punches in that series. Like literally, the man is great at staged action. So if they ever make a live action Splinter Cell, he needs to be Sam Fisher. I think Anthony Starr could easily ace that part and maybe turn that into a franchise if it gets cast. But you know what it is already. With fan casting is always better than the actual cast that you get in the end. So I did like this teaser trailer for The Boys. It was great. Just seeing Homelander and Starlight at the beginning. Homelander's keeping up that grin and suddenly he breaks at the end. I love that. The reason why, because he's lost his love, Stormfront, who was found in, well, quite a few pieces. I think they're going to reassemble her again. So that's probably a bit of a piss take on Avengers Assemble. So we're assembling this deadly Nazi-like assassin. So I wonder if she's going to come back as new, like it never happened, or she's going to look like a complete Frankenstein of a monster, which would be very interesting if they go that way. I know some actors are quite game to be uglified, so she might go that route, which would be interesting. And yeah, Chase Crawford as the Deep. If Marvel are looking for their brand new Submariner, maybe he could be a candidate, but we know Marvel ain't going there. It's going to be someone against the grain, if you know what I mean. So that's been the Boys Season 3 teaser trailer. I'm looking forward to more Carl Urban as Billy Butcher, effing blinding and dropping a lot more C words in there, because I tell you what, they should play a beer game that every time Billy drops the C-bomb, get a whole bottle of beer out, glug it down as fast as you can, because boy, that man does not run out of enough times to use that specific expletive. So folks, if you enjoyed this really macho video today about The Boys Season 3, you smash that like button and you hit the subscribe button right in the balls, and I'll see you folks on my next video.
Like and subscribe, or get your nuts Krogan crushed.